Hello and welcome back to Quiarcusville. When we last left off, we had just built this rather swanky looking hydroelectric dam, and now we're going to start increasing our population to get to the next milestone, and also improving our services, which we're starting to get a little bit lackluster. So let's have a look. Health was an issue, so we need a hospital. We haven't got one yet. So we're going to build a big one down, perhaps on the waterfront actually. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Or maybe just off the side of the waterfront so we can see it doesn't take up that prime real estate. Hey? There we go. Okay. One hospital. But it needs water, of course. Ugh. There they go again. All their demands. We want water, we want power. Barely even started. There we go. Okay. I'm also going to try this episode to expand our industry a bit further. Oh, what's going on there? Are you full? No more room. Oh well, you'll empty it off to one of the incinerators, I would hope. So we're going to try and expand our industry a bit more and figure out our mess of a road system, because it is getting to be a bit of a mess, isn't it? Right, so first things first, people are crying out for the industry, so I suppose that's where we shall start. Let's build some zones first. Oops, try and make it straight as we can. Don't put in too many crossroads there. Bring us across the back. There we go. Okay, that's probably a bad idea, isn't it? Because you've got a junction there, a junction there, a junction there, a junction there, and a junction there. Should have thought about that beforehand, shouldn't I? Never mind. We're going to make a little cul-de-sac here. Sure, that's not a very efficient use of space, but I don't care. Industry, there we go. Budunk. Nice big spot of it there. We've got water here. Yep, a little bit. There we go. Okay, extend these pipes on down quite a way. Oh, we had a lot of cash. I guess a lot of it just got used up in building that hospital, didn't it, of course? Yes, that would be where it went. Never mind. I'm going to increase the speed of the game. Sunnyside Heights is still agriculture. I'm going to keep that as it is. Okay, let's just let that build up. Slowly but surely. Still got a bit of agriculture there as well. That's nice to see. Some green fields still. Not sure how that's going to work next to that polluting industry, but never mind. What was happening here? I've got a big old patch of land that's nothing happening with it. So let's get our freeform tool, and we're going to start building. Does that give us a little bridge maybe? Kind of cool if it did. Yeah, there we go. Let's build a little bridge over there. Look at that. Kind of cute, isn't it? I'm going to build over into... I don't know, I'm quite going with this road. It looks a bit twisty-turny, doesn't it? Let's see if we can bring it over vaguely in line, can we? There we go. Told you I was getting a bit sick and tired of doing straight roads. So we're going to start having a go at doing these twisty-turny monstrosities that take up far, far too much space, if we're honest. There we go. It's something at least, isn't it? We're okay for water here, nearly. Bring this pipe across to this grid there. There we go. That's the first time we've had two sections connecting like that. Let's build up some dense residential here, because it's waterfront property, waterfront even. Blah. Can't speak properly at the moment for some reason. It's waterfront property, which will make it nice and expensive. And let's get some commercial in as well. The big blocks of it down here. Along there. And then we're going to divide this up with a road. Take one out through here, I wonder. We have to destroy that building, but that's fine. Okay, no problem. And that building as well. Okay. Well, never mind, hey. We all have to make sacrifices. Yeah, these roads are so grossly inefficient, it's almost disturbing. Yeah, we're going to leave that like that actually. You put parks and greenery in there. So, let's get some more residential and commercial planned in. There we go. Don't really want all that much more commercial, do they? But we had better have a look at our fire safety. We could do with another little firehouse down here actually. Let's put one on the waterfront. That'll look quite pretty, won't it? And how about a clinic? Our heal capacity is now 700, so that's fine. We should be okay for healing. Police presence. Crime rate is below 3%. That's good. Okay. Oh, we need some water there. How did you get missed? Okay, I'm going to have to run a pipe especially out to you. There you go. Actually, let's have a look. Water treatment. Getting a bit low again, aren't we? Maybe if we can get a sewage treatment plant up, that would be good. How's our industry doing? That built up quickly. Calling out for commercial now. So what do offices count as, I wonder? Ah, you need a university. Okay, do we have access to a university? We do! Okay, so that's going to be our next saving point then. Wow, we need some more education as well. Elementary education is way below capacity. We've got one elementary school there, no wonder. Okay. Sorry guys, how can you be running out of power? You have to have a look at that in a second. We'll put an elementary school in there, it's going to make people happy. And I bet what it is that our huge hydroelectric station isn't actually connected to the grid, is it? Can we run it down here? Can we run across here? It's a bit of a zigzag, isn't it? Can we go across this way? Oh, you pain. Well, for now we're just going to have to run it zigzag, aren't we? And connect it up to the grid. There we go. Let's see if that helps. Yes. Okay, we're connected. Our hydro station is now connected, and that water is looking rather dirty, isn't it? Blech. That is not looking good. Not good at all, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, how are we doing for education now? Still way below capacity. So, to put an elementary school on the waterfront, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Imagine that, all those little kiddywinkles able to go to school with a beach right in front of them. I'm sure there are people who would disagree with me putting a school on the waterfront, but I don't care. Education should be a right, not a privilege. Everybody should be able to be educated. We will have to put one down here as well, by the looks of it, because this area isn't being served very well. Now we better have a look at the high school. Good lord. If this is the situation with the elementary school, I shudder to think what's happening at high school level. Okay. Need another 10,000 still, so we're going to just plan in a few roads loosely here. I'm going to turn off that just for now. Let's go with grids again for this bit. There we go. We can put an elementary school on the corner there. There we go. Okay. That's better. Now what about high schools? Ugh! Oh good lord, we need to build at least another 2, don't we? At least another 2. And they're 24,000 each. Wow, our education was lacking, wasn't it, guys? Severely lacking there. Oh, it's getting worse as well. Okay. Well, how much is this? 24,000. Okay, so we're going to put it into hyperspeed. Just try and save up 24,000 as quickly as we can. Oops, a daisy, what's this? An ice cube factory. Garbage? Do we have rubbish piling up somewhere? Oh, we've got 2 facilities full here, haven't we? So let's just have a quick look at our rubbish. What's happening here? Okay, we need more incinerators. Oh, 30,000 apiece. Okay, they'll have to wait for now. We can go over capacity for a little bit, I suppose. That's nice. People think this is paradise on earth. It's quite a pleasant looking city, I suppose. There's our hospital, that's good. Streets aren't too busy. Well, they are getting there, aren't they? Look at all those cars zipping around. 23,000, nearly enough for the next high school. And that, where should we put that one? Should we put it here? Let's just build out these roads again, just so that we know what we're doing. Okay. High school. We're going to put it right here, I think. That should service that entire area. Population. Oof. Could really do with 2 of them, couldn't we? Could really do with 2 of them. But never mind. We're going to make do with 1 for now. We're going to expand our city yet further. Yeah, okay, that will work, won't it? And then we can run a road down the middle here to there. Got water to here. Not quite. Nearly. Not quite. About there. Just about. Okay, let's hope that works. There we go. More population. Let's watch that build up. Rubbish is starting to pile up a little bit in some places. Might have to consider putting in another rubbish dump somewhere. Don't really want to have to do that. We might have to. So I'm just wondering if it would be helpful to buy this parcel of land and then build a road off of here so that heavy traffic can come straight into this section here rather than using these roads. Maybe that's something for a little bit later, hey? Look at all these high rises starting to spring up. Could do with a bit more commercial apparently. Okay, happy to provide that. Oops, there's a little bit off course. Oops. Ah, that's better. There we go. Okay. And there we go. Should keep them happy for a little bit in terms of commercial. Okay. Let's start expanding this road here. Let's come off of here. Pardon me, I've still got a little bit of a cough here. It isn't terribly helpful when you're trying to do video recordings that require you to use your voice all the time, as one might imagine. Yee, crikey. That's not the happiest of roads, is it? There we go, that's better. Go up along this. There we go. That's starting to look okay, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Some more roads in. Now, how about some parks? Yeah. Good lord, really? Really? You guys need that much space? Okay, let's put another. They're expensive too, aren't they? 7.5 grand. Well, never mind. Worth it, I suppose. Worth it. How are we doing for parks and recreation, actually? This place has absolutely none, does it? So I wonder if I can put in a small playground next to the school. That would seem appropriate, wouldn't it? Appropriate, even. Seem to have lost my ability to speak clearly today. Okay, getting rubbish still piling up. Yep, landfill's 72% full. We are going to have to do something about this. So, I wonder if we could take out a short-term loan. That might work, mightn't it? If we take our short-term loan with terms, that would give us enough, wouldn't it, just about? Have to pay back 21,000. But that would allow us to build another incinerator, wouldn't it? Or we could take out one of those, that one. It's even better, that's a lower weekly cost. Pay more in the long run. Should we take out that? Global Credit Inc. Yep, there we go, we're done. Okay, let's build that incinerator that we need so desperately. And we're going to put it over this side. There we go. Okay, we have to build two, aren't we? To be able to begin to meet demand. Okay, we're going to put them next to each other. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there we go. That's that placed. When did I pause it? There we go. Dunno. Okay, let's see how that does then. That should, in theory, our incinerators are just about burning more than we're producing. I'll have to add another one to be absolutely certain though. That's going to be a pest, isn't it? Need to burn off some of that. Burn? Field's on fire. Burn off some of that garbage, some of that rubbish. Before we can get much further, I'm going to empty that. or at least start it emptying anyway, so that our rubbish trucks can continue to do their work as is needed. Take it off to one of the incinerators, one of the other facilities. Okay. Put him back onto normal operation, just so that we can get those rubbish trucks moving around again. How's the rest of this place doing? We've nearly got enough for that high school that we wanted to build. That's good. Okay. Going to put that high school over here. Yeah, let's put it over around here somewhere. Let's put it in the middle there. There we go. Okay. See how that goes then. Still calling out for more, but I need more money. I need more money. I would love to do more for you people. But we are starting to build up a giant rubbish mountain. We're only barely keeping ahead of. So we're going to go up to maximum speed for a little bit. Oops, a daisy. Got a fire there. That's a good sign, isn't it? Got a death there. Waiting for transport. The dead person there waiting for transport. Where are ambulances? There they are. Oh, there we go. There's the morgue. Obviously that's why we're going to get the crematorium at our next population milestone, which is 16,000. So we're about 3.5 away. Just over 3.5, which isn't too bad. I think what we could probably be doing is upgrading some of these districts here while we wait. It doesn't cost us anything, but enables us to up our population quite significantly. There we go. Say goodbye. Go away. Go away. Two little buildings there being rather steadfast in their refusal to disappear. There we go. There we go. Already they're building up. So that'll increase our population and our tax revenues. Also increase the amount of rubbish we're generating. So we're going to get an awful lot of fires in the Crescent District. Or maybe it's just because we're going super fast. How's our crime doing? 4%. That's pretty respectable, I think, isn't it? What's this over here? Low land value. Well, that happens sometimes, guys. Just have to deal with it, I'm afraid. Okay, a couple more dead bodies. What is happening with our healthcare? Why are we getting dead bodies? Do we need... Okay. Yes, your... Well, cemetery's got plenty of space left in it. Maybe we just need another one to help pick up the dead bodies. So put one at the end there. There we go. That seemed to cheer people up. So maybe that's what was missing. So our healthcare is plenty fine, but we don't have enough hearses to pick up all the dead bodies. Lovely thought, isn't it? Alright, need some more industry apparently. Still getting problems over here. We could build another incinerator though, couldn't we? Got enough. So we're going to build one down here next to this incinerator for now. Okay, just pause it for a sec. Just going to pause it a sec and have a quick look at our other bits and pieces. Where's powered up? Okay, water. Yeah, we're really starting to get low here. There's a way. Garbage. So, let's have a quick look at this. Can we tell where our garbage is being generated? No, it just tells us usage. Okay. Got a good quite distribution network though. These green roads show where it's being picked up easily. Health. This is odd, we've got a few red spots right down here. And yet, this is where we've got a healthcare provider. So I don't know what's going on there. Curiouser and curiouser, said Alice. Wind speed, levels. I don't know quite what that means. Commercial level 3, residential level 5. I assume that's good. Yeah, we're getting there. Cool. Outside connections. Import. Export. Tourism. Now we do have a few little spots of tourism here and there. How bizarre. Okay. Never mind. Right, let's get back to building up the game. Okay, what are we looking at here? Turn that off. There we go. Wow, they're really crying out for industry at the moment, aren't they? So, I suppose we had better acquiesce to their requests, hadn't we? Let's put it onto the straight road again. Let's make these little parcels again. Seem to work well for industry, don't they? Water. We need to extend the pipes downwards a little bit further. There we go. And then, oops, Daisy, not quite there. There we go, that's good enough, isn't it? A little bit of overlap, but never mind. Okay, we need some place for people to work, evidently. Let's have a look at our transit network. Okay. Don't think we can afford... Ooh, what's this? Oh yes, that's right, we got the ability to build a train station, didn't we? Okay, do we have any nearby rail tracks? Train station, train line. Let's have a quick look, zoom out, see if we've got any rail links existing. On some maps you do get rail links, doesn't look like this one has any. Yeesh. Wow. That looks nasty, doesn't it? That's all from our city. Look at that filth. We definitely need to do something about that, guys. Gonna have to build some water treatment plants, obviously. Never mind. In the meantime, let's continue building pollution spewing industry. Because that's what people want. There we go. Let's get a bus network, because we don't have many buses coming over here, do we? We could really do with a few traipsing around this high density area, just carrying people from the rail terminals perhaps, and some of the other districts. Just helping to bring some of those workers over from the city, over from the residential areas into the industrial zones. That should help a little bit, shouldn't it? I don't know what I'm talking about really. I'm making it up as I go along. 42,000. How much was my loan? I'm sure that was close to being able to pay that off. Payment left 53,000. Okay. Or we could save up for that university. No, looks like we're going to need high school. I don't know anything else. Elementary school's already over capacity. Good lord, people. Stop having so many children. Let's put an elementary school in there. There we go. Where do we need another high school? We need one down here, I guess, don't we? Okay. Let's put this one in here. There we go. That should help somewhat. They're going a bit crazy for industry, aren't they, at the moment? Look at them. Let's hope that this provides enough to satiate their lust for industry. It's quite rampant at present. There we go. You also want a lot of commercial, which is fine because both of those generate quite good taxes. Industry's bringing in good money too. Could build some more industry over here actually. That odd cluster there. Okay, how are we doing? A lot of industrial traffic moving along here. I think what I might do is put in a sort of a finish off this road and put in a bypass, as it were. Let's upgrade there. And let's start filling in this road along here to bring us a little bit more. Just curve it around there. Give another space for our trucks to come through. To there, and then to there. There we go. With any luck, that'll allow lorries to move more directly into this area. Relieve some of the traffic from the centre of the city here, from the centre of this industrial zone. A lot of people needing workers there, so obviously we're not doing enough to get our people from one side of the city to the next. So let's put in a new metro station. Put it on this corner here, like that. Okay, and a tunnel. We're going to connect it up to... where should we go with this one? Connect it straight over here. Connect this tunnel here, couldn't we? Connect it here. There we go. Okay. And this one's going to go from here to here to here and back again. There we go. Again, that kind of, it's an area where you could really do with seeing different colours. So you could figure out what was going on. Oh, look at that! We've hit our next milestone. We can finally build our water treatment plant. So we're just going to slow down a bit. Oh, it automatically slows down. Right. Water. Water treatment. Because we desperately need to sort out this. Yeah, look at that filth pouring out of there. So we're going to... must be placed on the shoreline. Okay. Don't quite like the idea of that, but fair enough. Let's see. That's going to cause havoc with the power cables. Let's just pause it for a sec There we go. Let's just reline these power cables. There we go. Okay. And with water, we're going to try and eradicate those three. Yes. 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 And put in another water treatment plant here. Hopefully, I haven't got the wrong end of the stick, and that's what these things do. Let's just unpause it and see what happens. Not connected to power? What are you talking about? Don't be daft. There we go, they're starting to produce water. There we go, okay. Make sure that we've got enough. Sewage treatment isn't quite enough to treat everything, so we're going to have to build Is it? Not quite. Okay, so although these are more powerful, they're better at cleaning water. Drain capacity 160,000 cubic meters. Yeah, so we need... They're a little bit more powerful. Oops, Daisy. How'd that happen? They do still need... There we go. Water went off for a little bit there. They do still need to be connected to... What am I talking about? We still need a lot of them. So they take up a hell of a lot more space, but they are cleaning that water up. Look at that. And it's starting to look a lot better now. Because that was starting to get quite disgusting, wasn't it? Look at that. Ugh. Wonder how long that will take to clear. Looks like it's going at quite a pace. Good, good, good. There we go. Okay. I still want industry. What's our next target? We can build a crematorium as well. Solar power plant, third loan, 19,000. Okay. Talking of loans, we are going to pay that one back. There we go. And then we're going to have a quick look at our needs again. High school education. We still need another high school. Another one. Good lord, how many do I need? So many citizens graduating. I'm impressed to see it, but come on. It's getting a bit silly. Let's put one down here, shall we? Okay. Still want more industry. Why do you want so much industry, guys? Doesn't make sense. Let's check our health. Yes, I know you want more industry, but not going to make any. Healthcare is fine. Cemetery usage is about 40%. Okay. Fire. Pretty good for the most part. Starting to get a little bit lackluster down here, I suppose. That's to be expected. Let's put one in there. Out policing. 6%. Okay, where's that crime wave happening? Down the front there, is it? Let me down, guys. Let's put one in there. Okay. There we go, that's better. These buildings are coming up nicely now, aren't they? Oh, what's happening there? Okay, it shrunk. Fair enough. Oh, this one looks to be building up, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. What's that? The Hemlock Residence has its own helipad. Oh no, the new commercial centre. Pretty cool looking, isn't it? We still need more industry. Let's have a look what resources we've got access to. Okay, we've got some more ore around here. We've got more ore up here. Some oil out in these neck of the woods. Okay. Don't really want to invest too heavily in industry. suppose we should also start thinking about putting in another highway, perhaps down here, coming across and down to allow people to transit quickly. Because our city is getting quite large now. So let's just have a quick look at how much parcels of land are around us. Take here, take here. Need this one, this one, this one, and this. Oh, we need these ones, wouldn't we? 7002, 7004, 8006. Quite pricey. That one's got a 9.5, that one has a lot of oil in it. Well, let's continue building for now. We can always put in that later, can't we? Crossroads. Are these crossroads too close to each other still? No, I don't think so. I think you're doing okay there. You're managing. Okay, right. Next, still screaming up for industry, and it looks like we are starting to run out of water. Okay. So, pumping station. Let's plug in another one. Let's put it there. Let's put 2 more in. There we go. And then we need to connect them. There we go. And should we put in another water treatment facility? Probably a good idea too, wouldn't it? That go in? There we go. Okay, took out the power cables, naturally. But thankfully it's extended now. So there we go. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. And that water has cleaned up. Look at that. It's all pristine again. Apart from that little dollop there. But never mind. Far better than it was. That was starting to look quite grim, wasn't it? How is our garbage doing? The incinerators are still coping just about. Good, good. And let's have a look at healthcare. Crematorium. Oh, that's a titchy little building. I was expecting something to be a bit more grandiose. Let's put a crematorium in down here, shall we? Go, and let's put in some roads. Not those roads, because those roads are too big. Come up here, just nice and easily like that. There we go. And let's put in some commercial around here. And maybe a park, because we don't have any parks down here, do we? Large playground. There we go, next to the school. With... oh, that's a big old park, isn't it? I wonder if we can put that anywhere around here. Yes, we could. We could put it there. There we go. That should keep that area happy for a while. We put some small plazas with trees along the waterfront there. Let's put a couple of them in. There we go. Make it a somewhat grandiose affair. Starting to look a little bit nicer, isn't it, this area? Slowly but surely. Okay. So, what does this symbol mean? Not enough educated workers. Well, what do you need for low density commercial? Really? Not enough educated workers with all the high schools we have? I suppose we need a university, don't we? Okay. Well, at the moment, everybody is screaming out for industry. Hey, it looks like we've solved that little issue that we had there. That's good. Let's go straight and to the point and down like that. There we go. And to there and down like that. And there we go. And we should just be able to fill this entire section in with more industry. There we go. Now, how about
a train station. How does that work? Should we have a look? Why not, eh? Could bring a train station in down along here, couldn't we? So it's a train station, and that's a cargo train terminal. Let's put a cargo train terminal then. Where could we put that? Here, maybe? Not enough money. Oh, okay. To you then. How much do you need? 60,000. How about you? I wonder if we could bring a train terminal in along here. Pretty difficult to fit one of these things in once you've actually built your city, isn't it? Because I don't know how we will get rail to it. Let's try building one down here. Need a bigger space, don't we? On this side, I suppose. Height too high. That would work. Figure out something with the trains. Should we put one there? I don't know. Up there, perhaps. Be a bit of noise, wouldn't it? Or shall we just build one here? Decisions, people. Well, let's put one in over. Let's put a cargo one in first so we know what we're dealing with, shall we? Okay, so our cargo train terminal is going to come in here. Like this. And then we are going to run. Can I run these out? How do I connect this to the rest of the world then? Is there any way that I can? Or have I just spent a lot of money on absolutely nothing? That is the question. Looks like I might have spent... Ah! Is that a train track I see over there? It looks like it. Okay, so we've got to get over to this main branch line, which means we're going to have to buy this parcel of land. There we go. Okay. So how are we going to connect this? Like that? Does that work? Is that a thing? Does that connect to us now? Oui? No? Looks like it maybe has. Let's get rid of this bit of lane because we don't need this, do we? That was expensive. Ouchie, ouchie, ouch, ouch. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now that we've connected this, are we going to get trains? Maybe. Maybe. We shall have to wait and see, I suppose. Actually, it'd be a good idea if we could bring it over out the other side, wouldn't it? And then up to this neck of the woods. Be a more complete line. This will make do for now. I should have connected it to that big main road. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Never mind. What's done is done. And cannot be undone. So there is no point. Unemployment is high. There's no point worrying about it. Really? There are people crying out for work over here. Okay. Yeah, I know you guys want more industry. But I don't. Ugh. I'm not going to connect there because I don't actually want to connect that zone up there. Oh, look at that, we've got a train! Shh, it's faster than my camera. Hey, it works. And of course, I suppose, if I'm doing this properly, we'd want to connect over here as well. Can we do that? No, you can't actually do that. Connect it properly, as a real train track would. Okay, never mind then. That should connect across so that you've got a proper junction. Never mind. Trains running, quite a few trains too, look at that. He's running backwards. But that's good to see. Okay. Suppose we should put in a passenger train as well at some point, shouldn't we? At some juncture. But for now we have enough for our university. And our university is going to go on the waterfront somewhere. Or close to it anyway. Oh, boo, boo, boo. Can't put it there. Can we put it here? Space already occupied by what? We could put it there, couldn't we? Or we could put it just off the back. Along here somewhere. It's not my fault the space is already occupied. We could put it there, couldn't we? There we go. We can put some low density residential around it. Because I'm sure people would like that, wouldn't they? There we go. Now we're going to just build out our road. From this point to this point. There we go. There! We're making progress again, guys. Making progress. Want some more commerce, so we're going to put some high density commerce around here. Just got an achievement, climbing the social ladder. Wonder what that does then. They're just looking for more work, aren't they, at the moment? So, just going to put in some commerce rather than industrial. Because I really don't fancy putting in a lot of industrial. There we go. How are we doing services wise? That's fine. Landfill is still creeping up. Starting to lose the fight against that, aren't we? Incinerators can't quite keep up. Crematorium's fine. Fire hazard, okay. Crime rate is still nice and low. Education. University. Elementary school is still a little bit... Let's have a look what's going on here then. So, let's see if we can put in a bus route for our university that will traverse the various... It can stop outside here and make its rounds through the various districts to grab people for the university and then come back so that more people can get to the university. I think that might be what's going on here, is that I have enough educators and enough schools, but my transport links to them aren't good enough. Let's see if that is maybe the case. Okay, right. Nearly at the next milestone. That crept up on us fast, didn't it? People are starting to ask for residential again as well, which is good. I prefer building residential to anything else. Because I quite like making my people happy, we can start thinking about beautifying this a bit more, can't we? Plaza with picnic tables, that'd be good around the around the university, wouldn't it? Large playground. Can we put a large playground in? I think we've got one reasonably close by, haven't we? We've got a park with trees. Wow, that's big. Still. There we go. Oh, we're running out of water there. Okay. There we go. That should sort that out. How's our power doing? Oh, absolutely fine. Good to see. Okay. Right, let's get some more residential built up. Oh, there's our next population achievement. We're a grand city. Nearly at a capital city, and we get a harbour. Good lord, look at that, we get a harbour soon. That's quite handy, because then we've got this river over here, and we can get a harbour built up along here. Our city is building, guys, our city is building. Right. Let's see, we could probably do with putting another subway station down here too, actually. Put it on the corner here. And this is going to be the... There we go. Metro line tool from here. This one's going to stop at all the stations. To here. To here. All the residential stations anyway. To here. And then back again. There we go. Could actually start putting in some more, couldn't we? Put one down here as well. So we're going to connect to here, and from here it can connect. Let's put another station in down here. Can we sneak one in anywhere? Space already occupied. Let's put one in on the corner here, can we? Space already occupied? What do you mean space already occupied? Oh, that'll do. Okay, we can start building up our network, can't we? Here we go. Starting to look a little bit more promising. Could really do with another one down here as well, couldn't we? Let's demolish a building for that, I'm afraid. Sorry. There we go. And then from here to here. Right, okay. And you'll do a loop. Maybe I'm starting to overload this network. Might have to build a separate one, I think. There we go. Might have to build a separate line because I think our subway is going to get overloaded soon. Don't know how it handles that. Crime rate is still very, very low. You know where it's particularly peaked. Getting a little bit down here, aren't we? Put in another police station here, I think, just to keep it down. Okay. Maybe we should start building a little bit of residential over the other side. Look at these buildings, good lord. The city's really starting to transform, isn't it? Really starting to get a different look to it now. Right. I think that... Oh, we've got a solar station now. What does that do? $160 megawatts. Could build that as well, couldn't we? Don't need it yet. We've got plenty of power, but it's interesting to keep in mind for the future. Right. I think that is where I shall call it today. I hope you've liked what you've seen so far. We didn't get very much built this time around, but we did make a big impact. We've now got the train station working. We've cleared up our water pollution problem that was poisoning the sea out there. We've developed our schools. We now have more schools around here. We've expanded our land. And of course we have our university finally in place, which I think is pretty good. Pretty good going. And of course we've got our hospital as well. So we're not doing too badly. If you like what you've seen, please comment, subscribe, leave a like on the video, and I will see you all again next time. Bye bye for now.